All right, so next up we have Matt Hayes from the Big Ten in Northwestern in Chicago. We got to change the slide deck up here real quick, so we're going to kind of delay a little bit. If you want to follow Matt on Twitter, his hashtag or his handle is @PaxNinja. So he still has an egg for his icon. So you know, if you have any good pictures for him to as his icon, please send them his way. Matt Hayes from Northwestern.
So, keeping true to the turbo methodology here, we've been talking a lot about technologies, we've been talking a lot about organizations in the true vein of the IIP profession here. I'm going to take 5 minutes or less to talk about you and about us from the professional standpoint. Been a PAX administrator for over 12 years now. I've been in the medical industry for about 19. So here's a few insights on a day-to-day basis that I think would help us all, especially retain perspective on what we do on a daily basis. First, take a breath. Every single day you wake up is an opportunity for excellence, and I tell that to myself just to keep it motivated, but unfortunately it's true. You never know what's going to happen until you walk in every single day. It can be great success, it can equally be great failure. Don't get too wrapped up in trying to force the day to do one or the other. Focus on the now and focus what you're able to do. Save yourself from the burnout and the micromanagitis that we try to inflict on ourselves. Tenet nostre, Latin, know thyself. Only you know what you are truly capable of. You may ally with a mentor, you may have some external opinions saying, well, you could have done that better. Great. Take that to heart. Notice that feedback is feedback, whether it's good or not, it's still feedback and even criticism. But yet, it's incumbent upon you to be better than how you were 10 seconds ago. Additionally, the way you carry yourself through that process, people notice. So when you're having a down and out day, believe it or not, people can pick up on you on that. I'm not saying you need to go out and you need to put on this perpetual face of happiness, but understand that every tragedy can also be an opportunity in disguise, and to not lose sight of that fact. Also, be present mentally. You can only be effective when you're aware of what's going on around you. If you're going into a meeting and you're still carrying things from the previous meeting with you, I've done it myself and I'm very guilty, it degrades from your effectiveness now. And that's unfortunately what a lot of people look for us to do, is they look for our opinions, they look for our input, and they look for it as soon as we can possibly give it, which is when we're stuck in the meeting with them or somebody calls us over to their cube to ask for our input on something. We're more apt to be useful and to be acknowledged as a subject matter expert or even as a leader when you're able to respond to people mindfully and thoughtfully. Also, if you're not aware of what's going on around you, somebody else may have a better plan that's going to get implemented over yours, and then you're going to land up doing some things you may not be liking. So pay attention to what's going on around you. That gives you a better sense of how you can guide your day and to get your point across when you need to. And then finally, be present physically. Especially this is increasingly difficult. I know I struggle with this as our organizations are growing, that we do not have the ability to meet all of our customers, to be at every meeting, and that we land up being a voice on some end of a teleconference. And it's very difficult to gain credibility and to even go forward and to carry on that air of expertise when people can't associate you as a person. The disembodiment of the voice from the personality, erodes your credibility somewhat. So if you have the ability to go and visit sites, if you have the ability to go and meet your stakeholders and your customers, please go ahead and do it. That's an opportunity for you to get recognized and being the experts that I know you all are. And also don't be afraid to self-promote sometimes, because the worst thing to go about is knowing when you're making an impact and you are the only person that knows about it. Don't be afraid to self-promote a little bit, saying, hey, look, we did these things for you. It wasn't that nice, and everybody go, oh, you did that? And you say, yes, I helped you do that, and you get some recognition for it. Goes a long way, builds some esteem, and also builds up your credibility professionally and personally as well. So, I'm out.